Welcome to Friday night. We're window peeking. What is Starry doing in there? Okay, let's go inside. Friday night. Okay, there's lots of stuff going on tonight. This is like real Friday night. And you may be impressed. Maybe, I don't know. Hair is up. See, look at that. Had my hair up. I actually had an interview today. So this is my see, dress. It was given to me by my girlfriend. Okay, and this is me. I'm driving, and 3 times I went to. Okay, the first thing I did is I pulled out of the driveway and I took a sip of my moringa tea. Oh, I spilled it all over. Yeah. And then halfway there, I decided I had like baby food in a little container, and I'm looking at it, and you know, I've heard like baby food, some of it has been like rotted and molded. So I always check my squeezable baby food, so I squeezed it, and of course it squeezed all over this, you know, two times. And then later on I had stopped to feed Mario, you know, and guess what I got on here? Dog food. Yeah. His food all over. That was the start. Just going into this interview. But anyway, I had this interview and I talked to Labor Department, got everything. You know, they asked me 1,001 questions. They said, yes, you can apply with your back. You know, you could find probably any type of nursing job. It's okay that you don't do floor work. Just be creative. And I was creative. Well, really, actually, God was creative because I wasn't even going to apply for this job. And I applied for it as a fluke. I thought they were just hiring CNAs, but I'm like, I'll go put in a resume. And I didn't even have a resume. I just filled out the paperwork, just filled that out where I had worked, told them I worked at the hospital, and I got a call like right away. And then I told them, like, they were asking me 1,001 questions. I said, hey, hang on, okay, that sounds great, but I got to go home and pray about it. And this is before I had gotten a hold of the Labor Department. So I had prayed about it, and then the Labor Department called, and suddenly it just after the Labor Department called, like the Labor Department said, yes, you can go and get that PRN job. It was a PRN job, 4 hours a month. That's what it was. But I had the interview today, and it went really well, so I got hired for PRN for 4 hours a month. But you never know. It may turn into something better. But it's a job that I could do. So awesome. God is so good. But I wanted to start, before we get into Friday night, let's read a little bit of God's Word and talk about God. We're going to nourish ourselves right now. So I'm doing Exodus, and this was something that really struck me that applies actually to us today. So there's the whole burning bush thing going on, and God is talking. The Lord says, how he wants to bring his children out of oppression in Egypt. And then Moses says to God, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? Well, this is something that, and I'm doing this study, it's really, really good. The question was posed, we all get to the point where God may be calling us, and we may be sitting there saying, who am I? Why do you want to use me? Why me? And it's just like Moses. Moses didn't think that he was worthy. He didn't think that he could get the job done. He had been out of Egypt for way too long. He didn't know anybody in the Pharaoh's house anymore. Everybody was dead. He thought he was just useless. But this is how good God is. He uses all of us at different times. And you don't have to have a degree from a special college to be called to be used by God. You can be anyone. I mean, look at who he used. So when you feel that he's calling you, you may be asking, who am I? But the answer that God will give you is the same answer that God gave to Moses. He said, I will certainly be with you. We forget that. God is with us all the time. And when he calls us to do something, he's going to be with us. He's not going to just forsake us and leave us. He's the one who's driving the car. He's the one who's driving the boat. And you know, you don't have to go. You know, I know there's people out there. There's churches that are like, oh, we got all these missionaries. You know, that's great that people go on missions. I mean, we need missionaries, but not everybody can be a missionary. And I used to feel guilty because I'm like, oh, these missionaries, ooh, you know, they're really special. We're all special in God's eyes, and we can't all be missionaries, but we are called, and we have a mission field, and some of us are called just to be a missionary to our family. Some of us are called to be missionaries at work. You know, don't ever turn your ears off to God when He calls you. Don't ever feel like you aren't good enough, because you are in God's eyes. So that's the lesson for tonight. Just remember that what, you know, God said was that I will certainly be with you. And that is a promise that you can take to the bank. Okay, we're going to go over in the kitchen because I got some really cool things to show you. But, oh, we got to say hi to Mario. And Mario was the star today, weren't you, Mario? So Mario went with me to my interview, and he actually came inside the... He came inside the office and he just laid down. He just laid down. Didn't you, honey? You were so good. Yeah, we all love Mario. And he's in the same spot he was last time. Yeah, look at, he's already deading out. Okay, so in the kitchen tonight, I am roasting beets. And I scored. There's a co-op that's getting started in my area. Oh, you're not going to believe this. Okay, well, first of all, a lovely lady got me all these bananas. Look at this. So I got organic bananas, but the co-op, all organic vegetables. I got, look at, beautiful organic romaine for, I think, $1.29. And there's only so much I could afford this week, so I didn't really buy a lot. But I also got, oh, avocados. These are organic. $1.50, organic. So I got a couple of those, and let's see, I got the romaine, and then I had a friend bring me a whole bunch of carrots. Look at all the carrots I got. But I stocked up on romaine. I got a couple of those. I got 3 of those. I got 4 avocados. She gave me a couple organic oranges for 33 cents. And I'm just like beside myself. Oh, and then I got the beets. These are organic beets. And what I'm going to do with the organic beets, I'm going to set you down right here, is I am going to peel them. And I'm going to roast them tonight. And I'm going to make a lovely salad and throw them in my salad. Look at that, isn't it? Okay, this is the other thing. Since I'm making the salad, I'm gonna dice up my carrots in a new Ninja. Okay, so my old Ninja, you know. And I went to the post office, and suddenly there was a box. And I came home, and it was like a professional ninja waiting for me. I mean, like professional. Look at this. Look at this. It's like got 3 parts to it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all this? This is like, all I had was a $9.99 Ninja. Really, trust me. I had a $9.99 Ninja that was cracked with and I lost the cover. And so now tonight is the big, it's like the big unraveling. I'm gonna try it out. I haven't tried it yet. So it's got, you know, whatever I do, look I can't get this on. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? It won't go on now. It won't go on. Oh, this is my life. Okay. Okay, you're watching me, right? Okay, right? Right? This isn't a dream. Is this a dream? You're in Starryville now. This is. Okay, hang on. Half hour later. I don't know, I have troubles. I don't know, this is just my life. Okay, we're gonna try it. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh. Holy moly. Look at that thing. Okay. Can you imagine being in an apartment all by yourself with me? You could be like a fly on the wall. That's why Mario's over there passed out. He's like, I can't stand this anymore. Okay, that's exciting. That works. And oh, you remember last week I showed you this plant that I got out of my green stalk? Look at it. Look at that. I saved it. I saved it. Oh, and I'm starting more greens in my green stalk. Hang on. Let me see if I can show you. Get the light over here. I'm getting another tier. I'm going to have 3 tiers by the time I'm done. But I got to show you. Look. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, so many awesome things going on. And do you see how good I'm walking today? I can dance. No, I have not been drinking. This is just like, I'm filled with joy today. God is so good. He just takes care of everything for me. And then the fellowship is just so overwhelming. I mean, you can see how generous people are. You guys, I love you guys. I love you guys. All right. So what else is going on? Oh, so I put my beets in there, and what you have to do is put it on a roast, 400, 425. You put it in a little tin foil. And then I'm going to make myself a salad. And I have been doing the moringa. It's not doing anything. I know. The turmeric, the turmeric is awful. Ugh. I'm going to have to just put it in my smoothies. Oh, and let's talk about, we'll go over here real quickly. We'll talk about that last video. I had a lot of questions about fasting. So before we go tonight, I'm just going to sit down here. Hold on. Sometimes I got to take like a little break. There are a lot of people who were asking about the fasting video, and I did an 8-day fast, and I've done various fasts. You can do 1-day fast, you can do 2-day, you can do 8-day. I guess there's a Daniel fast. I never heard of the Daniel fast. I think it's 21 days. Obviously, if you're on medications or you're diabetic, you can fast in other ways. It's all about drawing closer to the Lord and being near to Him, and denying yourself. So if you can't deny yourself of food, then you just compensate. It's all about your relationship with the Lord. So don't get into the technicalities of it. It's okay. But there are good books out there on fasting, and you just need to pray about it. And however long, I always say, start with a small fast, just for a day. Just do a day, and just dedicate that day to the Lord. Just say, I'm not going to have anything to eat, and I'm just going to drink water all day, or maybe it's juice all day. But that's kind of what fasting is about. It's just okay. And one last thing, and this is, I just sat down at the computer, and I'm like, I want to see what else we can talk about tonight. And viewer discretion. If you have kids, they probably don't want to see this right now. It's the top 10 songs of the week. I just typed it in just to see what comes up. And friends, I know you come here for a reason, because we're here to glorify the Lord. I'm living proof testimony how the Lord works on somebody like normal, like with dreads and lives in an apartment and who is divorced and I mean, right? You get it, right? This is sad. The top 10 songs of the week. I haven't looked at this, but this is what our children are listening to and watching. If you've got teenagers and you've got kids, really, this is where Satan feeds our kids. And you know what? So sad that our girls are being exploited. Our women are being exploited. These young girls, they see these images, and this is what they see. And this is why boys then look at girls as sex objects. Look at this. This is, I just turned this on. This is the top 10 songs for February. And look at, are you kidding me? Look at the women. How seductive is that? That is just disgusting. I didn't even know this was on. That's disgusting. That, not good. Not good. And how many of these are like devil songs? Here's Ruin My Life. Look at that. Look at that. Are you I haven't even seen this. This is horrific. This is, perfect to me. I haven't been on music sites for a long time. I didn't know it was this bad. The voices screaming loud as hell. Oh, that's a good one. We don't care about no one else. I pray to God, what? I didn't waste all my good years. What? All my good years. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. That needs to be edited out. This stuff is pornographic. Oh my gosh. I can't even show it. I can't show it. I can't show it. We're going to end with that because there's going to be a lot of comments. I want your feedback. What are your kids? Have you got kids? Do you know what they're watching? Are they listening to any of that stuff? Are their friends listening to that stuff? Do you allow your kids to go over to their house and listen? I mean, how do you stop that? I really like the feedback. So many people are going to homeschooling, and I wonder why. Our kids are being indoctrinated. It's not good. All right. So let's say goodnight to Mario. Hopefully this isn't going to be 20 minutes long. Okay. I love you, friends. Thank you again for all your support. Thank you for all your support. God is great. God is good. And Mario is tired. He hasn't moved. And roasted, if I get a clip of the roasted beets, I'll show you what it looks like in the end. I'll take a picture, I'll tell you what, of my salad for tonight. And it's actually, oh my gosh, it's getting late. It's 7 o'clock. I usually eat late. All right. Love you guys. God bless. We'll see you next Friday. And remember, I'm going to start going live sometimes. I'll tell you when.